Okay, I'm going to try and show you how to create the three main pieces for the FastestCar. So right now I have Tinkercad on the right. This is how you should be doing it as well. Tinkercad's on the right. On the left-hand side is the class site. I'm going to be going down to the FastestCar. Click here. Go into FastestCar. Here's the dimensions. This is what I need to be looking at. You should have already done this before you go into CAD. You need to actually, on draft paper, I provide you, create this draft, show me, I sign off on it, and then you're going to use these measurements. In particular, here's the body. You're going to do a 3.2 hole in the body. You're going to do a 2.7 hole in the wheel and a 2.3. And the way this works is, you know that 2.3 will be nice and snug. This is why I'm giving you these numbers. I've tested it. It'll go ahead and be nice and snug. That 2.3, you can push it into the 2.7. And then that 2.3 is going to spin nicely inside the 3.2 because it's so big. And that's how your car is going to move, yet that's how the axle will stick in the wheel. Let's start making it. And I'm going to come up here to my Tinkercad site. I'm going to click on Create New. Here's my screen. I'm going to move this over just a little bit so I get more space as I'm doing this. First, let's start with the body. The body's simple. And the body, all it is 2.5 inches in length by 3/4 inches high. Okay? And then over here, 3/4 inches wide, 2.5 length, 3/4 high. So I'm going to take literally a box. Now I want to go ahead and make sure I'm always in 90 degrees when I'm building. Make sure you do this. I'm always in 90 degrees. So I'm either going to be on the front, or in this case I'm going to be on top, but I don't want to start working these angles like this. It'll save you a headache later on. So I want to do the body of the car. I drag a box onto the stage. I'm going to try and line it up. I also know that, let me get rid of this. I also know that I'm going to, at this point, see how it's in inches? So I'm going to say I don't want millimeters, I want inches. Okay, and update grid. And so I got that inside of edit grid. And then snap grid, I want to go to 1/64 because 1/8 does big jumps, not fine movements. 1/64 will give you very fine movements. Now I have my box here. I'm going to click on it. Now remember, the top, if I was looking at that, it said the length was 2.5. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to go 2.5 inches. There I am. Now I'm on the top of it. And now I need the width of it. I'm going to click here. Right on the white box, I'm going to go 0.75. And if you look down, I'm going to go enter, and there it is. That's my 3/4. I'm set. Now, how about the height on this? Well, I need to rotate it. So I'm going to go rotate 1, rotate 2. I'm going to take the work plane. I'm going to click on the side of it. Anytime I change angle and I want to do any work, I have to reestablish the plane. And here, I need to, same thing, go, I want 3/4 of an inch. I put this here for you. 3/4 equals 0.75. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go 0.75. Excellent. Return or enter. Now I'm going to go back up to the top. So now I have a 3/4 inch height by a 3/4 inch width and a 2.5 inch length. I'm now going to reset my work plane. So I'm looking down at the top. And now all I need to do is set the holes. Okay? So I'm going to click on my car. I'm going to come up here and click on this, which is going to allow me to zoom in on it. Okay? And then I'm going to line this up. How about I put it in an exact corner? In one corner, see these corners, these exact corners? I'm going to take this corner and put it, how about right there? Okay? Then, see how things are, it's perspective. It has shadows and slight edges. I'm also going to highlight and turn that off so it's exact. You see how that throws things off just a little bit. So am I still in the corner? I am still in that corner exactly. That's what I want. And now I want to go ahead and I'm going to set 1. If I look at this map, the wheel hole is a 1/4 inch up and a 1/2 inch in. So I'm going to take this cylinder here. First I'm going to make my wheel hole. So I'm going to go click. I'm coming over here and it says my wheel hole is 3-point body hole, 3.2 by 3.2. So I'm going to click on one of these white lines. I'm going to go 3. Is that millimeters? It's millimeters. So I'm going to have to switch this. So I'm going to come into Edit Grid. Come on, Edit Grid. No, it's not going to let me, so I'm going to click off. There. I'm going to go Edit Grid. I'm going to go inches. Nope, millimeters. Update Grid. Now everything's in millimeters. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to say that hole is 3.2 millimeters. So I'm going to click on this white box. I'm going to go 3.2. That should be fine. And then I'm going to do the opposite direction. 3.2. No, that didn't work. Try it again. 3.2. There. That's it. There is my hole for there. And now I'm going to turn it sideways. So I'm going to go, because I need to get it to, come on, there. And now I'm going to be doing work, but I do not, when I set my plane, I never want to set the plane on a curve because it's hard to get the flat side. So I just always either create a flat side or use an existing flat side. Now I'm going to take this cylinder, I'm going to take it and bring it right into where the car is, center of it. I'm going to, how about we line up? So I'm going to zoom in on this, zoom. See if I zoom in some more, zoom. And now, I am going to zoom in some more. So now I'm going to hit the plus. And I need this square to line up. See the grid in the background? See how I'm lined up perfectly? And now I'm going to count up. So if this is 1/8 inch, what am I at? Ooh, I need to switch this, don't I? So I need to take this guy here. I'm going to go back to 1/4 inch. Or I can look at this and go 1/4 inch equals 6.35. Or I can just say inches, update grid. There, grid is now updated, 1/64 of an inch. So if this is lined up in a corner, okay, and if I'm going, if that's 1/8 from here, watch, yeah, 3/4, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so that means that's an 1/8, that's a 1/4, that's a 1/2, that's 3/4. So each one of these is an 1/8 right now. And I want this to be up a 1/4 for the dead center. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go like that. And then on my keyboard, how's that look? So if that's 1/8 and then that's 1/4, I need to move it over just a touch of a hair. And I did that touch of a hair with my keyboard. There's arrows on your keyboard. I just made it go left. Watch, I'm going to do arrow up. See how I get these nice little fine movements, or arrow down? I like that, okay? So now I need to go ahead and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go either here, copy, or on your keyboard you can go PC Control C or Mac Command C. And I'm going to go copy, and then I'm going to go, this one here's the paste. There's my second one, okay? So now I'm going to go on top of, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Now both of them, all that we're doing, I'm going to reset my plane. There it is. And I'm assuming that's the new one right there. So I'm going to bring it down because of course I'm using the arrow again. And according to this, it's a 1/2 inch in and a 1/4 inch up. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to line it up. How about I line it up right there? I probably didn't have to line it there. See that corner right there? Let me show you. See that corner right there? I'm just going to see if I can line up. I think that's good. At least it's close. And then if I zoom in, and I'm going to zoom in some more, see how from that corner, if I want, I think I can bring it up just a touch too. There. Okay, so if I want Oh, and am I equal here? No, see how it's slightly off? So I'm going to bring it to the right also. Right there. Now I'm perfectly in that corner. Okay, so now, see that hole right there? If I want that hole, see how it's a 1/2 inch back and it's a 1/4 inch up. So I'm going to go, that's 1/8, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4. So each one of these is an eighth. So I need to put the wheel 1/8, sorry, 1/4 in, which is there. See that little intersection? So that's 1/8, 1/4, and then it needs to be a 1/2 down. So if that's 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, 1/2. So that's where I'm going to put. Okay, let's see what it looks like. And I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change the color of this because that red makes it difficult to see. There, that's much better. So I changed the color a bit. Looks like I need to make the orange thing go slightly to the axle go a block hole, body hole there. And I'm going to have it go, now how's it look? It might have to go down. I think that's good right there. I think that's centered. That's the spot, and I think it's dead center. So now down here, we want to come, remember, 1/4 up. So that's 1/8, 1/4, and then 1/2 in. 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, 1/2. So it's this intersection right there. Now let's take a look on it, and boy, is that close. And I'm going to say, I think that's it. So okay, so now we have them where we want them. I'm going to rotate this and take a look, okay? And there it goes through. I'm going to take a back look. I think we're done. So now all I need to do is go ahead. I don't need to reset a plane. I'm going to group it. And one of the things I'm going to need to do is I need this body hole. That's this right here, this body hole. I need this body hole. Let's make sure everything's been, well, let's change it back. I want to see this. That's 0.126. I guess we could use those measurements. So I'm going to click there, but I want it to have the gray or hole look. I'm going to click on this circle here. I'm going to click on the gray hole look. Now when I go ahead and I group everything, and what I'm grouping is the body, the hole, and the two holes. So I'm going to click this one here and the hole. Actually, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to click off. I'm going to go, here's my hole, body hole. I'm going to hold to the controller, the shift key. I'm going to click on the other hole, and now I'm going to come up here and group them. Okay? I still can't see through. There's still one more step. I need to group these with my actual car. So I'm going to hold my shift key. I'm going to click, and now I'm going to say group it, and now I can see directly through. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to change this back to red so it makes it easier to see. See how I can see right through now? And if I go ahead and I rotate it, doink, 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 there. Now that is the body of my car plus the holes exactly lined up. Next up, wheels.